This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN, and also, I've just logged onto the Hermitcraft server, and I've been greeted with potentially the greatest piece of art that has been created in the 21st century. Move out the way, guy who makes balloon dogs, man who puts a bunch of diamonds on a skull. You have all been replaced by Hot Guy Scar. I mean, look, there is a slight bit of pain that it's causing me that it's off-center. I think we should find a better location for this, but this is sticking around. I have to head over to Hot Guy HQ and see what else is available. This is... this is too much. This is too much. Is there... Of course there's more. Of course there's more. What on earth? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. What? There's so many of them. What? How has he done this? Right, well, I'm definitely going to have to make a purchase here. Okay, so we've got the Hot Guy calendar, which is 5 diamonds, but then there's the signed one, which... Yeah, I can't help but notice the Scar seems to have got those mixed up. I'm assuming this is the signed one, and the ones that are in here are the signed ones. So 16 diamonds. I mean, that is a bargain. That is an absolute bargain for someone so attractive to have touched my calendar. Oh, have I just supported someone that's maybe not good? Have I just completely gone past a bunch of protesters? Oh no, that's not a good look for me. Look, okay, he may have killed a horse, but have you not seen this calendar? Have you not witnessed his biceps? Right, where should we put this thing? I'm thinking... Did I just spend 16 diamonds? Did I just spend 16 diamonds and... I'm joining the protest. I spent 16 diamonds and all I got was this stupid pumpkin. I think that just about sums it up. That's not going to stop me from buying another one though. He's just so attractive. Right, I'm assuming... There it is. I mean, I kind of wanted it to go down, but if it's going up, that's fine. I'm too scared to touch it. I'm not spending another 16 diamonds. What a man. Let's build up a farm. In the previous Hermitcraft episode, I made a bunch of progress on our base, adding in this entire bottom structure here, which I gotta say, looks really cool. This looks... What? What? Who did this? Who did this? I just remembered that I rage quit the previous Hermitcraft episode because it wasn't square, and now it's square. Someone has come along and fixed my base. Who is this good Samaritan? Seriously, I almost have tears in my eyes right now. I had genuinely forgotten that I had rage quit in the previous Hermitcraft episode. I like blocked it out of my mind, and then I remembered as I looked into the middle, but then realized it's square. Somebody's made my base square. I love you. There's only one hero that's capable of such goodness. No, seriously, I have no clue who did it. I genuinely have no idea. Please, somebody tell me. What part was off? Was it just this central square? Was it just that central bit? I'm assuming so. If it was the whole base, that's too much. This has made me so happy. I actually have warmth inside of me. Thank you. The first farm that we're building is a bamboo farm. Now, this actually requires a bunch of redstone, which I don't have any redstone. So I'm going to do a quick 1 hour mining session. And that works best as a time lapse. And during this time lapse, I came to a bit of a stark realization that my method of gathering redstone is just bad. It's just complete pants. I don't know what I used to do. I mean, of course, there was the method of placing down the beacon and just clearing out an entire area. I assume that's still fairly quick, but my mind has been scrambled since they changed the way the bottom of the world works, you know? We now have an area underneath 0, and then we've got deep slate, and that's slower to mine than stone, and then there's different ores around, and honestly, I don't know what's going on anymore. So if someone could please inform me how this stuff works, that would be amazing. I couldn't be much more lost. Thankfully, I have this guy watching over me and now everything feels fine. This hopefully should be enough to build up the redstone contraption. It relies mainly on slime, so I guess we've got that going for us. And the build itself is going to be going down at the bottom here. So we're going to have flying machines traveling back and forth, and then we're going to have the little minecart hoppers that are going to be picking up all of the items. Now, this shape does not lend itself to flying machine based farms. Normally they're quite thin and long, but this is the shape that we've got, so we're building it. Now, I would say for the sake of looks, I'm going to leave a 2-block border around the edge, and for the sake of my sanity, this thing is being removed. I mean, this thing has not aged at all. Are these all waxed, or is it just... Nope. No, I just haven't been at my base that much. I need to think of something funny to construct on Grian's base with all of this copper. I mean, I've already done the Statue of Liberty, and then he's done something sustainable, so I need to really pull out all the stops. Also, I know a lot of you are panicking right now that I'm not picking up all of the copper on the bottom, and don't worry, I'm aware of it, and I'm just going to leave it to despawn. So you can stop panicking now, you've had your answer. That is a very large amount of copper. Okay, as much as I love that thing, this base does look a lot better now that it's gone, and actually, I've realised we can probably take this stuff down because this is all the template for this ring here, and then this green section is the template for our actual farming area. Oh, and I'd totally forgotten about these little bits here. So, yeah, so these were going to be our item transport areas, and then this central area was going to be the storage system. So it's a good thing that I left the template. I have no clue what this was meant to be though. Regardless, we are all set up and good to go. But first I want to talk about a product that I use all of the time. It's the sponsor of today's video, ExpressVPN. Do you want to stop hackers intercepting your internet connection and stealing all of your data? Well, I've got just the trick for you. Grab your laptop, wrap it up in tin foil, and there, you are protected. It's so secure even you can't use it. Just use ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like sending all of your data through water streams. You'll probably be fine, but there's a chance someone could come along and just read all of it. ExpressVPN creates a secure encrypted tunnel around your connection, meaning that your data stays private. But my personal favorite thing about ExpressVPN is the fact that I can change the country that I'm connecting to. And this means that you get access to other catalogs on your streaming services. For example, Parasite is one of my favorite films, but unfortunately is not available on the UK version of Netflix. However, it is available on the Canadian version of Netflix. So I just connect to an ExpressVPN server in Canada, and then I can watch it. And it's not just Parasite, it works with thousands of other titles as well, which is good because Parasite makes me feel uncomfortable, so I've got lots of options to choose from. Head over to expressvpn.com/mumbo to find out how you can get 3 months free. That is expressvpn.com/mumbo. Oh, that's actually pretty satisfying, isn't it? Anyway, back to farm building. First things first, I need to build up the platform that all of our minecarts are going to be going onto. I'm just going to be using smooth stone slabs for this. I think in terms of block palette for all of the farms that we're going to be building in here, I kind of don't want to cover them up at all. I want to have all of the gizzards and all of the redstone bits exposed, and I think I'm going to use coloured concrete and just all the technical, mechanical looking blocks. I often think if you're building up a farm and you don't fully commit to making it beautiful, like you don't build an entire structure around it that's gorgeous, then it actually looks worse. There's like an uncanny valley of good looks when it comes to farms. Giant build that's absolutely beautiful and decorative, that looks incredible. Giant technical farm with all sorts of different coloured concretes and all sorts of flying machines everywhere looks incredible in a different way. Giant farm that is half decorated but also still has lots of visible redstone and ugliness. It looks a bit weird, but that's like just my opinion, man. This is the final strip of half slabs going in, and I've messed it up. We got there eventually. No, we didn't. There we go. So we now have a little platform. This is looking good. Okay, now I've got to go and grab some minecart rails. This should hopefully do the trick.
You haven't noticed.
What? What haven't I noticed?
I mean,
I'm scared now. Is it what?
I'm surprised.
But
You honestly can't see it.
no, what is it?
I feel like just leaving you to it then.
But I'm so confused. What have you fixed something in my base? Have you changed something?
Maybe. We've been playing a little game, and now I feel like I've been playing this game alone.
Is it the...
What you? What?
What?
You looked right at it!
What did I look at? I don't know what... Oh. Oh, no. What does it do, Grian? Grian, what does this do?
Well, that's part of the fun, isn't it?
Can
All right,
you...
see you later.
Oh, gosh. Is this a stupid... I mean... Should I do it? My bow's primed.
You bit the... Okay.
Whoa! Oh! Grian!
Pew pew.
That was...
Explosion!
What? I got so confused then because I thought you were saying that. and then you started laughing.
I now realise that it was completely pointless me making that disc because I could have done the noises. I could have just done it live.
Oh, does it not do it again? Is it a one?
It's a one-time. It's a one-time thing. You can't ignite TNT twice.
that was.
I actually saw you panic.
Yeah, man. I literally almost fell off my chair. So thanks for that. Thanks for that. It's been a difficult day enough for me already. All right. I've been working on this farm, and now I think that my little base, the one place that is safe, was gonna get exploded. This is ridiculous. Just so you know, be prepared. All right, Grian.
You can keep that disc though. That's yours.
So that's mine forever. Well,
Yeah,
that's excellent.
yours.
But yeah, prepare yourself because, I mean, when I come up with something, because I have no ideas right now, but when I do come up with something, you best believe.
Oh yeah.
It's on its way. Now, I'm just thinking in terms of the orientation of the minecart rails. I mean, they're going to be going in this direction across here, and then this area is going to be our up area that is going to take the items to the storage system that's going to go there. I think this section is going to be saved for the off switch for all of the farms, so that's where all of that redstone wiring is going to be going. That's a little bit far off in the future. Now, I'm just working out if I should do almost like a snake run of rails. Because this farm isn't that long, I don't think we need loads of strips of rails, which normally you'd have just a bunch of them lined up. I think in this, we can kind of bend them around, but I'm not sure how many to do. I mean, I could make it do a full S, like that, and then bounce back again. I mean, would that work? Do we have the right number of rails? We almost do. I'm just thinking, because bamboo can grow quite high, I think those hopper minecarts are going to get overfilled almost immediately, and we'll just lose a bunch. So we're going to stick with a single turn. The minecart will go out like this, it will turn around there, and then come down here, and then the next time it fires, it will go up like this, and then go like that. I spent a full Minecraft day thinking about that. I sincerely hope there is iron in here. Oh, goodness gracious me. Thank goodness. My entire life flashed before my eyes then. I thought I was going to have to go out and mine iron. I think the last time I mined iron was in Hermitcraft Season 2. No, even then I built an iron farm. In fact, I temporarily invited Tango Tech onto the Hermitcraft server so that he could help me build his crazy iron farm. You see, Tango back in the day invented an iron farm called the Iron Trench, which essentially stacked a bunch of villages next to one another, which was like groundbreaking for the Minecraft community, because beforehand our iron farms were just massive brute force things. This was like a compact, incredibly fast iron farm, but it was super weird and fiddly to build, and he had to come on and help me so I didn't completely break it. And then we invited him onto the server a few seasons later, and now he's on here building super fiddly and weird things himself. Histories aside, our minecart rails are going in, and I have run out of rails. I now have a bunch more. Wow, that's too many rails. It was definitely far too many rails. But the good thing is, we're building lots more farms in this area, so they will come in handy in the future. My grandma always used to say, you can never have too many rails. Now I need to work out how the item pickup system is going to work, because you see, yeah, I mean, I have this setup isn't going to work, is it? I've just realized we've got all of the bamboo going into all of these hoppers. This is going to back up immediately. So instead, the items are going to filter into these 4 droppers here. So each one of these droppers is going to handle a quarter of the drops of the farm, which takes the pressure off an individual hopper line. Now those items are going to be fired down into a water stream, which I've built the main part of here. And I'm very glad I decided to raise this platform, because otherwise I wouldn't have had space for any of this. So that is all looking good. Okay, now I need to add in all of the redstone for our droppers. And I've decided that I'm going to color code each of our farms. So all of the redstone for our cactus farm, this is not a cactus farm, this is a bamboo farm. Why does my brain not differentiate between cactus and bamboo? They're so different. Ever since bamboo has been introduced into the game, I have got them muddled up, and I don't understand how. Anyway, all of the redstone for our bamboo farm is going to be orange, and then we're going to change the colors depending on what farm. And as is quite evidently clear, the color doesn't really correspond to the type of farm, unless I've hilariously mistaken what bamboo looks like, which wouldn't be that out of the ordinary given that I keep referring to bamboo as cactus. I use bamboo toilet paper at my house. Imagine if I got them mixed up while I was ordering. Okay, so we now have our sand platform for our bamboo. We've got all of the pickup, although we don't have any of the minecarts in, and then we have our item droppers. That's like a large quantity of this farm completed. The only thing that we have to do now is placing the bamboo, do the flying machines, and then build a cage around this thing. Because otherwise there's going to be bamboo flying everywhere. I'm finding this farm building really fun, by the way. It's been so long since I've done this. What did we do before crawling was introduced? I mean, seriously. Cry. A lot, probably. Now I have a really frustrating problem on the topic of crying. Our farm is 22 blocks long, which is like it's such an annoying size. Because, I mean, divided by 2 is 11, but then that's kind of an awkward size, and it just means that I think we're gonna have slightly wonky flying machines. Let's see, how does this look? I mean, this is a wonky flying machine. But you know what, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That is an acceptable level of wonk. Things are coming together now. We've got all of the observers in place. We've got all the sticky pistons, so these flying machines are now active. I just need to build up the system on the other side, which is going to catch our flying machine and then send it back to the start. And all of that should now be done, so we should be able to test this thing. And I sincerely hope that it doesn't just immediately blast through and travel off into the distance, never to be seen again. Okay, so our sweeper is going. The launch has gone well. Now let's see what happens on the return. Very good things. This is good. So everything has worked out quite nicely. When it returns back, it stops. This has worked first time, which isn't surprising because it's ridiculously simple. I'm just glad that it did. Remember in the previous episode, I failed to build a square, so we'll take the little wins. Final piece of the puzzle now, the outer border. And I'm going to use iron bars for this because I think it will look cool. And I've just realised this definitely isn't the final piece of the puzzle because I haven't done any of the redstone timing circuits. Please ignore me. How tall does bamboo grow, by the way? How big am I going to have to make this thing? It can get up to 16 blocks tall. What on earth? My goodness, that's incredibly satisfying. I just built this entire wall and used up every single iron bar that I had, and it's the perfect size. That happens incredibly infrequently, so I thought I'd acknowledge it. This one is done, and yeah, I mean, that's better than not having enough. Now, I could leave each of these sides open, but I don't think it will look that good, so I think I'm going to cap them off with more iron bars. Let's get a look at this. Let's see how this is all coming together. Now that we actually have something in our thing, it's looking so cool. Yes, it is looking so good. It is so nice to actually have something in the center of this area. All right, timing circuits, they're now all in place. And they do seem to be working, although our minecarts are moving incredibly slowly. Are they even going to make it to the end? I mean, they are really just about. That is about as close as it gets. This thing is really satisfying to watch sweep, though. Now we just need some bamboo. And this stuff grows ridiculously fast, doesn't it? I mean, this is wild. There's one that's 3 blocks high already. There's a bunch that are 3 blocks high. Now, you may be wondering why bamboo is one of the first farms that I'm constructing, and it's because of Minecraft 1.20. In Minecraft 1.20, we now have the ability to make bamboo wood blocks, which means that we can use them to make chests. That's very exciting because industrial farms use lots of chests, so this is just a really easy way to get tons of chests and hoppers and everything else. Oh, we've got our first harvest going on. This is it. Everything is happening. And everything seems to be working quite nicely. Oh, I forgot to put the stuff on the bottom, so a bunch of bamboo has been fired out of the farm, but that's absolutely fine. Oh dear, my minecarts have stopped. Maybe not quite so absolutely fine, but all those problems have now been fixed, and our bamboo farm is now all up and running, and it is looking wicked. This is such a strong start for all of the farms that are going in the center of my base, and what's arguably even more impressive is this thing is already full. Just in the process of me building it, it has fully filled up with bamboo. So we are essentially going to have an endless supply of wood. This is ridiculous. I'm going to have to build that giant storage system pretty fast, but for now, flicking the lever, bamboo farm all completed. So let's talk about the diamond button.
People said in the comment section, you want to introduce crowns.
Yeah, I have crowns. I'm just waiting on them being introduced into the resources.
Why would you do that?
And the crowns are good. The crowns are really good.
I gave you a slime farm. I gave you a slime farm, and you do this to me, ruining my life like that?
I know.
You know it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm prepared for it. I mean, look, the crowns are so good as well. They are so good. They are so the big one, the purple one, is obnoxiously big, and it's amazing. So when the crowns roll out, like I'm kind of waiting to see. I'm trying to work out the timings of the button right now, so I thought I'd do like a soft rollout where it's just diamonds. But then yeah, once the crowns come in, which hopefully should be pretty soon. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be the biggest bragging rights of Hermitcraft.
You know, initially, when you took your break and then you came back, I was really happy.
Yeah.
Now I wish you would still bicycling around somewhere, man. I have plans. You know, it's gonna.
I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry. I did think of you as I built it. I thought of you, but I'm excited. Yeah, look, it will suit you so much. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see you with a giant purple crown on your head.
I'm leaving you, evil man.
Oh, it seems like somebody's literally just hit the diamond button. This is very exciting.
What's if you press it in the green? What's that crown look like? Is it pretty
nothing?
cool?
Yeah, I mean you get nothing. Maybe I should add something into the system that rewards you in a strange way if you press it when it's nowhere near death.
Yeah, I think you
I would love to do
underestimated
that.
how much us hermits like to press random buttons.
Yeah, clearly. Maybe. I need.
False.
Oh, there's only one light now, and we're okay,
10
right?
minutes. 10 minutes to get
All
that.
right, okay.
Oh,
I was
man.
wondering. I keep coming past, and it keeps being like really high towards the top of health, and I'm just assuming. I'm like, man, like that. Have I put the clock on really slow? But no, I think people are just saving it for no reason, like no reward.
By button pressing, you know, as we keep going.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess. Okay. I might have to make like a single diamond reward then. That is like pretty high towards the top, so that you
Well,
still get rewarded for a button press.
Bit of a social
It's never going to get to
experiment.
purple.
Yeah.
No.
You get 1 diamond every single time, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, look, okay, we need to fiddle with this stuff. This is all a playtest. It's all good fun. I'm just glad to see that people are actually pressing the button, and it's gonna live a very long and happy life. So yeah, in short, crowns are coming. The diamond button will be fully launched within the next Hermitcraft episode, and I imagine chaos is probably going to ensue. I hope you enjoyed this Hermitcraft episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!